Well, good evening, this is Handlock Steve, wishing you a very pleasant evening and a happy new year. I hope you're all doing well and had a great Christmas, great New Year's under the difficult conditions that we have been forced to take our vacation under this year, with smaller gatherings and so on and so forth. No travelling, restricted travelling, except for the lucky few. And that is what I want to talk to you about this evening, is the number of politicians, whether that be provincial or federal, or even some senior civil servants, who decided that it was okay for them to vacation over Christmas outside of Canada. And this is so outrageous, so in your face. It's such an insult to the people who have sacrificed so much this year. I mean, like, I don't know if you recall, but this was only supposed to be a 2-week affair to crush the curve, to allow the hospitals to get ahead of the game, and this now has somehow stretched into 10 and a half months of, if not full lockdown, certainly restricted movements and restricted business. And now, of course, in Quebec they have a curfew from 8 p.m. till 5:30 a.m. and so for these politicians to take off like this on vacation is just an absolute, it's an insult, and it's a sign of their lack of empathy. And it just plays into the whole idea of rules for thee but not for me. And you know what puts a really creepy edge on this is that Rod Phillips, Tanya Furey and Tracy Allard all made videos that gave the impression that they were still in Canada. Winter scenes, you know, Rod Phillips has a little, you know, gingerbread house and some eggnog by his stool, and these were pre-recorded, of course, and put up by their office staff. So people knew that they were going, they all knew that they were stepping out, and after this year, I don't think there is anybody in Canada can make up any excuse that they did not know, that they did not understand the rules, that they did not feel that this was taking advantage of the Canadian public, and really just looking like an uncaring piece of crap. There's really no other way to put it. This is just absolutely terrible. Anyway, I couldn't find Tracy Allard's video, but I did find Rod Phillips and Tanya Furey's video. So I'm just going to play those. They're very short. They're about 1.5 minutes long, and you can see exactly what I mean. And then I will read the little clip that I got from the Star newspaper, and that is the comment that Tracy Allard made about her video standing by the Christmas tree, don't you know it? Okay, here we go, take a look at these and see what you think.
Hello everyone, it's Rod Phillips, the MPP from Ajax. On this Christmas Eve, I want to wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas. Now I know that this Christmas is a bit different than Christmases in the past. We're meeting virtually and online and not able to be in person with as many family and friends as we'd like to. And I want to thank each and every one of you for what we are doing to protect our most vulnerable while we celebrate this very, very special but challenging holiday season. So to everyone out there, have a very Merry Christmas, enjoy a treat, some eggnog, and I hope that we can all be together soon with family and friends. Merry Christmas.
Hi everyone, Tanya Furey, MLA for Calgary-Paygan, here in beautiful Carberg Park, which is within the riding of Calgary-Paygan, wanting to take a moment to wish you and your loved ones a safe and happy Christmas. We know this year Christmas looks a little bit different due to COVID, but I hope you can still find those moments of joy and connection with loved ones, and I'm wishing everyone a healthy 2021. It's an honor and privilege for me to serve as your MLA, and I look forward to continuing to serve and represent the constituents of Calgary-Paygan.
And this, of course, is absolutely rich. This is from the Toronto Star. Allard told reporters Friday that a video of her standing beside a Christmas tree at the legislature sending holiday greetings was posted on a social media account by her staff on December 23rd. But she said it was not meant to mislead Albertans. No, of course, Tracy Allard, it was not meant to mislead Albertans. Come on, who are you kidding? Jesus, these people are, they're over the top. And why we put up with this and this kind of behaviour and vote them in is unbelievable. So now here is the complete rogues gallery. There is 12 of them, and there is also a CEO of a hospital who is on the CV advisory board. Now he's resigned that position, but he's still collecting his 7-figure salary. He'll just be moved on, just like all civil servants. He'll remain the CEO of the hospital, and nothing will change in his life. And I might point out that for none of these people have missed a day's pay. Anyway, let's take a look at the rogues gallery, and then we'll come back and I'll do a quick wrap up. Okie dokie, here we go. So here we are, the rogues gallery. Tracy Allard was in Hawaii, and Rod Phillips was in St. Bart's down in the Caribbean. Nikki Ashton was in Greece, how nice. Kamal Kira was in Seattle. Samir Zubarai was in Delaware. Pierre Akand was in Barbados. And Yuri Shasin was in Peru. Joe Hargreave, Palm Springs. Jeremy Nixon, he went to Hawaii. Pat Rain, down in Mexico. Tanya Furey went to the United States. Jason Stefan went to Phoenix. And Tanya Yeo was somewhere in Mexico. Yes, how jolly for you. Didn't miss a paycheck, did you, buddy? And this from City News, the hospital CEO resigns from Ontario's CV advisory table after holiday trip to Dominican Republic. And here he is, Dr. Tom Stewart. The CEO of St. Joseph's Health System and Niagara Health, Dr. Tom Stewart, has resigned from Ontario's CV advisory board after travelling to the Dominican Republic over the holidays. Well, I hope you didn't get sunburnt there, Tom. I hope you had a good time at our expense. And your 7-digit salary, is that you get? Why is it all these people have this really smarmy, self-entitled look just wiped all over their faces? Just look at them. Look at them all. So there is more hubris there than you can shake a stick at, and I think it is absolutely disgusting. As a person who is now under lockdown myself, my business is shut down for the month of January at least, and there's rumblings that it sounds like it's going to go on even longer than that. Small business up here is absolutely decimated, and for this behaviour, this arrogant behaviour, why would you ever trust these people again? You know, these people are saying when you elect them, they promise to look out for your best interests. And you can see by this behaviour. And we're not even talking about the ones that we didn't catch. I'm sure that there are plenty of senior civil servants who took off for Cuba and Mexico and nice, sunny, warm places. Anyway, these politicians should be ashamed of themselves. They should not only have resigned their committee positions, they should have resigned absolutely from politics and never be allowed to run again, because the lack of empathy here is absolutely staggering. Like I say, you know, we elect these people to look out for our best interests, and if you can't understand a simple thing like this, how are you ever going to empathize with anything else? You know, these people live in a different world. They live in a bubble. And the other thing that I think that this basically portrays is their lack of concern about this supposed deadly virus. Like, if it's such a big deal, how come you're taking off on vacation? Are you telling us that this is not a big deal, and yet you're coming down with more and more and more rules and regulations? Like I say, you know, there's rumblings that Ontario will go into a lockdown next, and like I say, you're jetting off. What you're telling the public is that it's not serious, and all of these rules and regulations are for naught. That's the message you're sending. You are creating absolute doubt in the minds of the public, as if there wasn't enough doubt with all the conflicting information about false positives, about the exact numbers in hospitals, the disappearing flu season. How can flu have disappeared? We don't have a flu season this year. Oh, all the cases that were flu, formerly flu, are now being ascribed to CV. So, you know, no wonder people, especially people who run businesses, are filled with doubt about this situation and this kind of behavior. Not only is it disgusting, it is beyond reproach, and it doesn't help the situation at all. And I can understand people being angry, and I think that people should get outraged about this. In fact, I am surprised at the lack of public outrage, because this is absolutely outrageous behavior. So don't feel upset if you're angry and outraged. You should be outraged. You should be outraged at the arrogance. Try calling your MPP or your MP right now. Send them an email and let me know in the comments if you get a reply or an answer to that phone call, because the MPP around here, Laurie Scott, she is not talking to anybody. The office is in virtual lockdown, nobody in, nobody out. You can't get any answers to your questions, and yet we have only 3 probable cases. Even with all of this raging on in the middle of flu season, which has miraculously disappeared, we only have 3 probable cases in this region of about 175,000 people. And yet we're in lockdown and talk of a curfew. Go figure. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe below. And in the meantime, this is Handlock Steve signing off, wishing you a very pleasant evening, and we'll talk very, very shortly. You take care now. See ya. Bye.